What's poppin', everybody? It's the Kid Coach Shig, you dig, and it's the Talking Growth channel, and you already know what it is, you feel me? So, today I just wanted to do a video about a guy named DRE Hughes, okay? And for those who don't know, DRE Hughes is a guy who, he just went viral a few months ago, fighting with his baby mama. And I just so happened to discover this guy maybe 2-3 days ago. And after watching enough of, it's the most horrible thing you could ever watch. You know what I'm saying? It's the most horrible thing you could ever watch. The guy's basically getting his ass beat, you know what I mean, by his woman. And, you know, I just think it's crazy like that. First of all, I just think it's crazy that like something like that really is on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And another crazy thing is, you know, I feel like if it was a man, like if this was a man, if DRE Hughes' baby mama was a dude that's beating his girlfriend's ass on the camera, he'd be in jail, no question. No question. No questions at all. Live, you see him, you see that on live. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, you know. So definitely peep the double standard right there. And that's the type of stuff that guys like Kevin Samuels is talking about. You know what I mean? Like, y'all really like make it more than what it be. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be trying to find problems. That's the problem with society of today. Y'all trying to find problems, you know what I'm saying, that aren't really there. And then the real problems, y'all don't want to deal with that. Y'all want to ignore the real problems and talk about some made up fantasy problem that y'all didn't create it. So, you know, but that's the world today. But let's get to it, man. So I'm just gonna make it quick. It ain't gonna be too long. DRE Hughes, man, you know, I watched his interview. I forgot the channel that did his interview, so y'all check him out. DRE Hughes interview, I think it's like 35 minutes. So I sat there and watched the whole thing, and shouts out to the interviewer. I think he was you know, he tried to be as nice as possible trying to get them questions off. You know, it's a sensitive topic, and you know, I know that's hard for people to kind of, you know, ask, and you know, you never know what'll happen, right? So these are the things I got from DRE Hughes in his interview. So he was play fighting. They play fight a lot. You know what I'm saying? They play fight a lot. He was in a fight. He says he's not in a relationship no more. So that's a great thing. Shout out to DRE Hughes for not being in that relationship no more. And we're going to get into that even more. So, you know, they was in a 5-year relationship. For those that don't know him like me and who had to do their homework, he was in a 5-year relationship with this chick. I don't know how old this guy is. He seems young. He seemed like he's like no older than 25. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's young. You know what I'm saying? The baby mama that he had, she had another baby daddy. You know, he's been claiming that she gets him fired. She got him fired from his jobs. She was cheating on him with her baby daddy. You know, it's kind of crazy. It's a crazy story. You know what I'm saying? And what I really want to focus on, we're not really going to focus on the woman part of it, because we know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we'll say that for a different day. How about that? We'll say that for a different day. I'll do another video on that. If y'all fuck with this video, I'll do another video on her ass. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know, from what I'm getting off of this guy, you know what I'm saying, it was an abusive relationship. From the start, it sounded like it didn't sound like that this is something that just happened. This is something that he's been dealing with for years and years. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you hear this guy. That's basically the main thing everybody wants to ask him in the interview. Why would you stay? Why the hell would you stay with somebody like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is his baby mama is the definition of what Kevin Samuels is talking about with this modern woman stuff. You know what I mean? The entitlement, the just audacity, you know what I'm saying, to you know, to do these things and still want him to provide, because he said he was providing. I don't know if she had a job or if she was getting money or not, but he said he's providing for his kids and her kid. you can't do nothing but salute a guy like that that's willing to do something like that, because that's something that, not everybody is really willing to do. So when you do that and then you getting treated like that, man, it's but it's signs that you should have seen before is the whole thing. And he's a young guy, and then you hear him talking the interview, all this guy's talking about is settling down and fighting for equality. He said, he's fighting for equality. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. He says he don't want to get back together with it. He compared fighting. This was the most interesting point that I found pretty like alarming on the show that he was on. He compared fighting in different places. He was like, oh, it's like sex. It's like he said fighting in different rooms is equivalent in that relationship to having sex from the bed to the floor to the kid. Like, it's sad. And the most sad thing about it all is that it's all in front of his kid. You know what I mean? His kid be right there. And very bad. You know what I'm saying? Very bad for the kids to just watch and see. One could only say that if you were in an abusive relationship with a woman who already had a kid and you come in and it's abusive, you have a kid with her. Like, why? Why would you have a kid with this woman? Yet alone, okay, let's give you the first kid because you're a little young. You know what I'm saying? You're a little young, and let's take a step forward. You have another kid and another one with her. Man, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? That right there is on you, and it ain't really too much of anything that like, what can you say? Like he said that, another point I jotted down. He said that he, in a sense, liked the toxic environment. Those are what you call these beta males who, and he says he says he's ready for another relationship. He's ready for somebody else. And that's the wrong thing that you should do. That's wrong. That's not how you should go about it, man. That's not how you go about things, man. You need to get yourself right, get your money up, man. Keep doing you, keep doing your thing, man. Don't even worry about these females later. I'm going to do a video later on men under 30 who are so focused on having a relationship that get their heart broken at the end. And it's like, I just feel like being that young, you should just be worried about kind of getting yourself together. You know what I'm saying? Like, not, and it just makes it harder. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It just make it harder. You know what I'm saying? If you under 30, I'm under 30, I'm 28 myself. So, I was in a relationship most of my 20s, definitely. And, when you see, when you start to watch all these other contents and, kind of get into that manosphere, not the toxic manosphere, but just the manosphere. And you realize like, man, okay, I've been moving wrong this entire time. I've been doing things the wrong way, which is probably why you get the results that you get. So then you got to change the way you move. So I think my guy, DRE Hughes, definitely after going through all of that, what woman is going to come in and respect you the way that you want to be respected, especially if you allowed this to happen to you for 5 years, and see, that's the flip reverse with the guys and the women thing. Like I said, we're going to do the women's video later as well. But for the men, like, if you ain't got nothing going on with yourself, if you ain't got things together, if you don't have a plan for your days and all of that type of stuff, you don't need a woman. You don't need a girlfriend. You don't need a woman to become a man in your younger 20s. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm going to make a separate video on that one, because I think that message right there is very important for the young men out there. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, basically, man, this guy, he's in competition. He said he was in competition with his baby mama's baby daddy. And he's in competition with all these other dudes. You know what I'm saying? And that's, like, at the end of the day, he's a young guy. and didn't really understand. And like he said, he understands now. And I guess sometimes you got to go through that. But at the end of the day, man, like, you have to have some self-respect for you, yourself, and you know what I mean, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have respect for you, yourself, and you know what I mean, for real. And if you don't hold yourself to a high standard, if you don't uh walk away from certain situations, if you just stay in certain situations and continue things like that, man, not only are the people around you not going to respect you, but you're not going to respect yourself until you make a change. So I'm really happy for this guy, DRE HUGHES, and I really want this guy to win. And, I hope he don't get back into it with her, they asked him, like, did he, I mean, it's different when you got kids. So, it's different. So I'm going to stay out of that one. But what's best that I feel like he should do is, just stay out the way, get your cash on, you know what I'm saying? Man, like, stop. Don't be in competition with these niggas. Don't be out here tripping, man. Keep doing you. Find you a nice, space to be in mentally, and don't worry about these women. You know what I mean? Don't worry about the women, man. Get your money up and come back to the scene in 3 years or something, 2-3 years. You know what I mean? You can get you a 1099 girlfriend or something, but if you looking for a 1099, you know what I mean? Shout out Kevin. But you could get you you get you a 1099 girlfriend, you know what I mean? And until you ready to just be a man and do you know what I mean? That's a lot of us guys, we want to be men, you know what I mean? We want to be men early, and we want everything in the world, and sometimes that'll lead you to doing things that that might lead you to, in my case, you know what I'm saying? I remember I was 18. I remember I was 18 years old, went and bought this Impala right off the lot. Bam, like, I'm that nigga now. Oh, I'm blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, to this day, I wouldn't have made that choice. Now, if I had an 18-year-old son right now trying to get that, I'd tell his ass, hell no. Do not get you no car off no lot. Let's go to it. If you're gonna get a car off a lot, it's gonna be you. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. So, man, like, shout out to DRE HUGHES, man. And I hope that he gets his situation better. I hope his situation becomes better. He said he broke up with her, so we'll see what happens there. It's the Kid Coach shit, you dig? We checking out. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're messing with the content. We about to go up soon. We doing interviews. We got music. Any and everything, man. We trying to get involved into it all, man. We trying to get involved, man. Any artist out there, tap in with me if you're an artist. Tap in with me if you if you make videos, if you do pictures. We trying to get into this NFT space. Just shout out and tap in if you doing anything positive, if you growing in any way. Shout out to the tap in with the Talking Grove channel, man. We're gonna get you right. We're going to work together, man, because at the end of the day, it's about networking, getting everything right, and DRE HUGHES, you know what I'm saying? Shout out DRE HUGHES, and let's get it going, man. Signing out.